Hey, Habs fans, are you feeling a rush of anticipation tinged with a bit of unease right now? What if the Montreal Canadiens could finally solve their nagging second-line center issue with a heavyweight trade that brings in a proven star like Bo Horvat from the New York Islanders? This isn't just a fleeting rumor. It's a blockbuster proposal that could reshape our lineup and signal the next phase of our rebuild. Today, we're dissecting this high-stakes trade idea, weighing the massive potential of Horvat against the steep cost, and asking if this is a bold move Kent Hughes needs to make. Buckle up as we explore how this deal could change everything for Montreal. Let's lay the groundwork first. The Canadiens are a team hungry for impact, and GM Kent Hughes hasn't been shy about his frustration with a quiet NHL offseason. Despite landing star defenseman Noah Dobson and promising forward Zach Bolduc, Hughes' checklist still has a glaring unchecked box: a second-line center. The Habs have scoured the market, putting in the legwork to find the right fit. But so far, no deal has come to fruition. That hasn't stopped Montreal from staying aggressive. And as Dave Benson of Heavy Sports reports, a seismic trade proposal has surfaced. The idea? Bring in Bo Horvat, a cornerstone center from the Islanders, in a package centered around Kirby Dach. This isn't a small tweak. It's a franchise-altering gamble that could define the 2025-26 season. Let's break down the nuts and bolts of this proposed trade. According to Benson, the Canadiens would acquire Bo Horvat, while the Islanders would receive Kirby Dach, Joe Veleno, a forward prospect, either Joshua Roy, Owen Beck, or Oliver Kapanen, and a 2026 second-round draft pick. Horvat, at 30 years old, is a battle-tested veteran with over 12 NHL seasons, boasting consistent production and leadership. Last year, he put up 33 goals and 68 points, showing he's still a force. With 6 years left on an 8-year, $68 million contract, $8.5 million AAV, signed after his 2023 trade from Vancouver to New York, his deal is a long-term commitment. But Montreal's projected $38.1 million in cap space for 2026-27 could absorb it. For the Habs, Horvat would slide seamlessly behind Nick Suzuki, silencing the endless debate over who centers the second line with his scoring, face-off wins, and two-way reliability. Now, let's examine the return for the Islanders and why this trade fits their trajectory. Kirby Dach, 24, is a former third overall pick with significant upside, though injuries have hampered his progress. He's in the final year of a 4-year, $13.45 million deal, $3.3625 million AV. Alongside Joe Veleno, a dependable depth forward, a prospect like Joshua Roy or Owen Beck, and a 2026 second-round pick, this package gives New York a blend of youth and future assets. As Benson writes, this deal will be a stamp of commitment to the Islanders' rebuild under new GM Matthew Darche, who took the reins in May after Lou Lamoriello's exit. With moves like winning the draft lottery from Matthew Schaefer and trading Noah Dobson to Montreal for 2 first-round picks, New York is clearly prioritizing a youth movement. Adding Dach and company would fuel that vision, while offloading Horvat's hefty contract aligns with a reset. Let's zero in on what Horvat brings to the Canadiens. The second-line center spot has been a persistent headache for Montreal. Kirby Dach was pegged as a solution, but health issues and uneven play have left fans restless. Other internal options, like Oliver Kapanen, lack NHL seasoning, and the gap behind Nick Suzuki remains glaring. Horvat changes that equation instantly. His ability to dominate faceoffs, over 50% in recent years, drive offense, and play a responsible defensive game would balance our forward lines. Imagine him centering a line with dynamic wingers like Cole Caulfield or Uri Slavkovsky. The Habs' attack would gain a new dimension. Beyond stats, his leadership, honed over years as a key piece in Vancouver and New York, could steady a young locker room still finding its footing under Coach Martin St. Louis. But let's not ignore the risks. This trade comes with a hefty price tag. Parting with Dach, Veleno, a prospect, and a draft pick is a significant sacrifice. Dach, despite his struggles, still has top 6 potential if he can stay healthy. Losing a prospect like Roy or Beck hurts a pipeline the Habs have carefully cultivated, and a second-round pick is valuable in a deep draft. Then there's Horvat's contract. 6 years at $8.5 million AAV is a long bet on a player entering his 30s. If his output declines or injuries strike, That deal could weigh heavily on Montreal's cap. From the Islanders' side, while they're rebuilding, Horvat is a stabilizing veteran alongside Matt Barzal. Benson notes that a trade isn't likely imminent. Speculation about veterans was quickly quashed. But if New York falls out of contention by the 2026 deadline, they might sell, with Montreal at the front of the line. Let's take a broader view of the implications. For the Canadiens, landing Horvat will be a loud declaration that the rebuild is shifting gears. It's not just about filling a roster hole. It's about adding a proven winner who can elevate the team now while young stars mature. For the Islanders, this trade doubles down on their pivot to the future, aligning with Dart's vision to reshape the roster. But the balance of risk and reward is precarious. Montreal must decide if Horvat's immediate impact justifies the assets lost and cap commitment, while New York must weigh if trading a star center matches their timeline. For us fans, it's a thrilling what if that sparks both hope and hesitation as we envision the Habs taking a leap forward. As we close out, I'm buzzing with the possibilities this trade proposal ignites. Bo Horvat in Montreal could be the answer to a lingering question, locking down the second-line center role and pushing Canadiens closer to playoff relevance. Yet the cost, Kirby Dach, Joe Veleno, a prospect and a pick, underscores that big reward demand big risks. Kent Hughes has proven he's unafraid to make daring moves, and while this deal isn't finalized, it's a tantalizing hint at what could lie ahead. Whether it materializes now or later, one thing is certain. The Habs are poised for impact, and the 2025-26 season feels ripe with potential. So, Habs Nation, I'm turning it over to you. Would you greenlight this trade for Bo Horvat, or does the price give you pause? Share your take in the comments. I'm itching to see if this blockbuster idea fires you up as much as it does me. And if you're captivated by the thought of Horvat in our lineup, smash that like button to show your excitement. Let's keep this discussion rolling as we watch Montreal chase greatness. Until next time, hold tight and bleed blue blanc, Et Rouge.